sparkling child of God. Welcome to Bible Bedtime, Season 6, Episode 298. I'm Dana and I'm your host. In this podcast, I read a full chapter of the Bible in a way designed to help you fall asleep in heavenly peace. In this 6th season, we are reading through the 6 books of the Old Testament and New Testaments. We have been reading through Joshua. After tonight, we'll have one more chapter left. And when that's done, we will move on to Romans in the New Testament. After reading the chapter, I read a selection from the book of Psalms. Then we finish each episode with the Lord's Prayer, and then I close with my own prayer of dedication from Psalm 20:14. If you'd like to support this ad-free podcast with a love offering, we are on Venmo or on Patreon. Just search for Bible Bedtime or Bible Bedtime Podcast and you'll find us. All of the links are also in the show description. Even a small love offering does help me with the cost of producing the program, but it's never an expectation. But it does bless me. It also blesses me tremendously when listeners reach out, either in email at BibleBedtimePodcast@gmail.com or through our Facebook page. Every time I see that there's an email or a comment, I feel so happy. I am so grateful for the technology that God allowed us to discover in His creation that allows us to communicate, whether you are 2 blocks from me or around the world. It is miraculous, and it is the blessing of our Creator. Now, one of my favorite parts of the podcast is where I tell you that your day is over. It's time to let today go and get the rest that you need. Anything you thought you might get done today or felt like you had to get done today can wait for tomorrow. The only thing left on your to-do list today is to rest. So, adjust the lights to the perfect level. Put away any distractions. Climb into bed and find yourself in that comfortable, cozy position that you love to sleep in. We all have that one way of falling asleep that is so comfortable and safe feeling. Close your eyes and think about your breath. As you breathe in, fill your lungs completely with each breath. Remember, your lungs expand down below your rib cage. When your stomach moves up and down, it means you are filling all of your lungs, and they're having to push your abdomen out of the way so they can be full. When you breathe in, think about that being the top of your breath. And when you breathe out, think about that being the bottom of each breath. And as you reach the top of each breath, pause for just a moment and then release and breathe out. And when you reach the bottom of your breath, hold it for a moment before you breathe back in. Now, as you continue to breathe, think about the present moment. Feel the sensation of the mattress that is supporting your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest area with each breath. Now, if you can, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And with each exhale, imagine that you are releasing all thoughts of the day in a bubble that's just floating away. Now, starting with your feet, tense the muscles tightly for just a few moments and then release. You'll feel that warmth flow into your feet. Move up to your calves, your shins, your thighs, hips. Just repeating the process at your own pace. Continue doing this for each muscle group in your body. Your abdomen, lower back, chest, arms, shoulders, hands, neck, and even your face. As you go through this, allow each part of your body to sink deeper into relaxation. Now, imagine a place where you can feel completely at peace. Maybe this is a place you have been before, or maybe it is a place you have created in your imagination. Think about what time of day it is in this place, what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like, and what the air feels like. Imagine the breeze, the smell of the fresh air. Know that you are safe and held and relaxed in this place. When you are here, you are safe and secure. Remind yourself that you are calm and at peace. You can let go of any intrusive thoughts of the day as they float away in their little bubbles. And tell yourself that you are ready for a good night's sleep. As you're relaxed, remember to keep breathing deeply. If you can, take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. Now allow your breath to just work normally. Joshua chapter 23. After a long time had passed, and the Lord had given Israel rest from all their enemies around them, Joshua, by then old and well advanced in years, summoned all Israel, their elders, leaders, judges, and officials, and said to them, I am old and well advanced in years. You yourselves have seen everything the Lord your God has done to all these nations for your sake. It was the Lord your God who fought for you. Remember how I have allotted as an inheritance for your tribes all the land of the nations that remain, the nations I conquered, between the Jordan and the Great Sea in the west. The Lord your God himself will drive them out of your way. He will push them out before you, and you will take possession of their land, as the Lord your God promised you. Be very strong. Be careful to obey all that is written in the book of the law of Moses, without turning aside to the right or to the left. Do not associate with those nations that remain among you. Do not invoke the names of their gods or swear by them. You must not serve them or bow down to them. But you are to hold fast to the Lord your God, as you have done until now. The Lord has driven out before you great and powerful nations. To this day, no one has been able to withstand you. One of you routs 1,000, because the Lord your God fights for you, just as he promised. So be very careful to love the Lord your God. But if you turn away and ally yourselves with the survivors of these nations that remain among you, and if you intermarry with them and associate with them, then you may be sure that the Lord your God will no longer drive out these nations before you. Instead, they will become snares and traps for you, whips on your backs and thorns in your eyes, until you perish from this good land which the Lord your God has given you. Now I am about to go the way of all the earth. You know with all your heart and soul that not one of all the good promises the Lord your God gave you has failed. Every promise has been fulfilled. Not one has failed. But just as every good promise of the Lord your God has come true, so the Lord will bring on you all the evil he has threatened until he has destroyed you from this good land he has given you. If you violate the covenant of the Lord your God, which he commanded you, and go and serve other gods and bow down to them, the Lord's anger will burn against you, and you will quickly perish from the good land he has given you. Psalm 97. The Lord reigns. Let the earth be glad. Let the distant shores rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround him. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. Fire goes before him and consumes his foes on every side. His lightning lights up the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax before the Lord of all the earth. The heavens proclaim his righteousness, and all the peoples see his glory. All who worship images are put to shame. Those who boast in idols, worship him, all you gods. Zion hears and rejoices, and the villages of Judah are glad because of your judgments, O Lord. For you, O Lord, are the most high over all the earth. You are exalted far above all gods. Let those who love the Lord hate evil, for he guards the lives of his faithful ones and delivers them from the hand of the wicked. Light is shed upon the righteous, and joy on the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you who are righteous, and praise his holy name. The Lord's Prayer. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. And may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, O Lord, my rock and my Redeemer. Now it's time for you to fall asleep and sleep well. Sweet dreams.